There's some things that I think that you should know about that these children and teens struggle with. They struggle with being ostracized, being where families don't want their kids to be mixed with them because they automatically think that children of poverty or that they don't want to mix with. And let me give you a few examples of that. Is that our summer camp program is for everybody, but we work really hard to try to find sponsors or people that want to support our programming so that these children that don't have anything to do, that will be either home or wandering the streets. And one thing that you should know is children, no matter what you say, that are left at home for long periods of times or unsupervised, start to suffer with depression, abandonment, and issues. Like even when you think, oh, they're okay, they say they're fine, they're not. They're missing out on important things. It's that social interaction. So I grew up, we didn't go to camp, but I had brothers and sisters and we mixed around, but that's not the world we live in today. Today, for kids, they need that social part. They need that time where they're getting out and they're being guided by people that are caring about them and want to know where they are and what they're doing and are listening to them. We need to listen to these children if we want to change it. So if you're somebody out there that feels like, oh, my taxes are higher because I have to play the police more, I have to do this. You wouldn't have to do that if we could change these cycles and we could give these children hope and these families hope. Some stories for you. I have so many, but I'm trying to think of, okay, let me give you a teen story. We have Club IRV 305 Social Club, which is during the school year. It's a teen social club where they meet and they do their own government system. They get a president, a secretary. They vote on what they want to do, and the kids meet once a week from 3 to 5, and they do activities, and they have special guests, and they build relationships and friendships, which is keeping them off the street, keeping them out of trouble, and knowing that they're in a safe place. Well, in the summer, that club becomes the Chill Spot, which is a teen program. And we do a couple different programs. We do Swimming into Literacy, and what that program is during our summer camp program is it's a collaboration of a bunch of different things. One, it's where we give swimming lessons to children, and they also do summer reading over the summer. So they're reading and practicing their literacy skills so that they're still prepared and they're not falling behind over the summer. But a key point is we're giving children teens, in an environment that can't get out because of transportation, and there's no public transportation out in these areas. We partner with RHG Management, and they have a pool where they need lifeguards, and we pay for the certification of those lifeguards. So they get their first-time job experience in their own communities. And we do it for teens that are outside the community of Indian Run as well. It's an experience for these kids, but we also want them to give back and to be role models. So they become lifeguards, and before their shifts, they give swimming lessons to our camp children. They become role models for these kids. These kids look up to them, but it's teaching them job responsibility. It's teaching them to interact and be able to socialize with people and be professional. It's getting them prepared for what the world is really like, but in the same aspect, it's giving these children. Then we have our counseling program. It's all volunteers. These are teens that are volunteers. A story that I want to share with you about that is we had a young lady come and her family signed her up, and she didn't want to be there. She absolutely didn't want to be there. She wasn't paying attention. She tried to disappear all the time. We call them our runners, like they run and hide when they're doing things. So the first 2 weeks, it was very challenging with her. Then I decided that I was going to try something different with her, and I gave her responsibility, more responsibility than she had. I made her in charge of doing the camp chant with all the campers and the counselors every single morning. And then I would praise her, and then I'd say, you're doing great. Oh, now I need you to be able to do this. This young lady turned around. She had community service to do. She was getting in fights. She had this trouble. She was hostile. By the end of our program, she loved it. She changed, her attitude was changed. She even said that her life has changed because she came to Hearts and Hands Community Center summer camp and became a counselor. She loved coming. She was on time. She was a role model. She was a leader. She was encouraging other teens. This is just a small story of how God can work and how we, as a community, can work together. Going to our younger children, kids that are there, that when you're talking to them and they're in JAM, which is Jesus and Me, or in literacy, or in group time, and we're interacting with them, they share, oh, my father got taken away to prison, or we have no food, or I have nothing clean to wear, or I have only had one meal. these are things that you don't look at these children and you see, or you don't think about, that we're dealing with every single day with them. And families that don't know what to do because maybe they've had a criminal record and they're trying to turn their life around and they can't find work. So again, when you think of giving and you think of all the things that children don't have or do have, it doesn't matter if you live in a modular home community, a townhouse, or a big house. We all are human beings. We all go through different times in our lives and hard times. But Hearts and Hands is not about just helping these families. It's about breaking those barriers that keep separating us and stopping us from being, I live in this area, I live in this home, I do this, and putting our families together, because when we put people together and we strengthen our community, we're strengthening all our youth. We are making a change that's going to change the world, but we, you, me, and the people around you, you have to take part of it. You can't sit on the sidelines and want things to change and not do anything. So there's so many ways to help. Go to our website, learn more about us, call us on the phone, ask us questions, but just remember that when you're driving down the road, or you're going out to dinner, or you're even going to McDonald's or a fast food place, or you put something in a cart, something that you think is meaningless, think of me telling you that there were over 40-some children that had never been anywhere. Maybe McDonald's was the meal that they had gotten from someplace, that had never been to a restaurant, that have never gone on vacation, that don't know what it's like to have, unless they're in school or at camp, 3 meals a day. And if it is 3 meals a day, not necessarily healthy meals, don't know what it's like to have that foundation. And we as a community need to give that. So again, we're Hearts and Hands Community Center, and when you think about all the things you do in your everyday and in your fun time with your family, God bless you. And just remember how blessed you are and that you can help people in your local community. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.